We have passed the midway point of the A-League Men's 2023-24 season, which means it's really time for some of these teams towards the bottom of the ladder to start picking up points if they want to make the top six and be in finals come May. Let's talk about the upcoming weekend's fixtures. Adelaide United, Perth, Glory. This should be a fascinating game, man, because Perth are just starting to build some decent form. They've picked up a couple decent results in recent weeks. The win at home to Melbourne City last time around was very impressive. And I could see Glory getting a win here against an Adelaide side who is struggling at the moment. And Carl Verton, head coach there at the Reds, is saying, they're going to be chopping and changing the squad once again. And it's been an ongoing narrative for the Reds that you still feel like, past halfway through the season, they still haven't figured out that strongest starting 11. They've had a bit of movement in the transfer window recently with Stefan Mork returning to the club as well as Yaya Dukuli. So maybe, with these, fresh faces or returning faces, I should say, coming in, that'll be a much needed boost to the squad. But they just need to start getting some results, Adelaide, because they are well and truly slipping down the table at the moment. But based off the way things are going at the moment, I'm excited about what Perth Glory offering going forward. Stefan Kolikovsky, by the looks of the team sheets, is missing for this game. That's a blow for Glory, but still, I think they're capable of getting a big result here at Coopers Stadium. Let's talk about the matches on Saturday. 4 matches on Saturday. Kicks off with Wellington Phoenix taking on Western United. It is the team at the top versus the team at the bottom. And surely everyone is tipping a Wellington win here. To see Western get something out of this game would be a true shock. We've seen it before, though. No one predicted earlier on the season. We saw Newcastle score 3 goals at Wellington earlier on the season. And look, there could be another surprise here, but it's extremely unlikely. Wellington Phoenix deserve to be top of the table. They've been fantastic this season, man. And, held Central Coast Mariners goalless, which is a tough thing to do this season. I think Phoenix get a big 3-0 win here against the struggling Western United, who look, at this rate, I don't think there's any hope of them making the top 6. There's just too much of a gap now. This could be the game of the round. I really think it could be. Melbourne Victory, who have Bruno Fornaroli returning from Socceroos duty, hosting Macarthur FC, who are coming off a dramatic late win against their rivals Western Sydney Wanderers last week. There could be goals in this game. Valère Germain, the French striker, really finding some good form. A hat-trick last week. But throughout the whole season, he has been good. He gets himself involved in the play. He's not someone that, will just have a few touches throughout the game here and there. He's a hard-working striker. And it's going to be a tough task to break down this Victory defense, who have been fantastic this season. Roderick Miranda, Damien De Silva, rock solid at the back for Melbourne Victory. But at top for Melbourne Victory as well, where you have to look for them, of course, Bruno Fornaroli, you'd imagine, will be straight back into the side, and he'll be keen to reignite his goal-scoring form that was so spectacular through the first half of the campaign. Melbourne Victory at home, I think we'll get the 3 points here. Let's go 3-2. This could be a fun game to watch. Keep an eye on it on Saturday, Arvo. And then same time as this one, shortly after kicking off, is Brisbane Melbourne City, another game that I think we might see goals. Brisbane Roar, you just don't know what to expect from them at the moment, and the same could be said for Melbourne City. Just two teams who are probably pretty disappointed with how this campaign is turning out. I think there could well be goals in this fixture. Again, Melbourne City, another one of those teams who have brought in some new players in the mid-season transfer window, as have Brisbane Roar. They need someone like Marco Rojas to really step up and lift this Roar side. Florent Berenguer is expected to return for this fixture as well. No Tom Aldridge and Scott Neville, so potentially some holes at the back there for Brisbane Roar, which could allow the likes of, Matt Leckie, who's back from injury from Melbourne City, Jamie McLaren, of course, always a threat in front of goal. But look, I think Brisbane have enough to at least come away with a draw from this game. It's a tricky one. You could definitely swing either way. Brisbane, Melbourne City, I'm going a 2-2 draw. Could be a fun watch. Very excited to see my Central Coast Mariners at home against Sydney FC, which is always a fantastic encounter. And I'd expect Mariners to continue their good form and to continue this remarkable undefeated run, which has just been so much fun as Mariners fans to watch Mariners go on this incredible run. And there's no reason why it should end against Sydney FC. Sydney, again, in other words, teams who have been a bit mediocre this year. They have looked good at times. Joe Lolly overall is having quite a good season. But Mariners have just been too good this year. And again, charging up the table. We're so close, millimeters away at the end of the game on Wellington to jumping to the top place on the ladder. Should be too strong at home here. I think Sydney have enough quality to grab a goal, maybe two. Here at Mariners. But look, Angel Torres in fantastic form. Ryan Edmondson, he'll be keen to grab his first Mariners goal. Let's go 3-1 Mariners. Let's go. Our last fixture for the weekend sees Western Sydney Wanderers take on Newcastle Jets. And Newcastle Jets are a side who, again, early on the season, a lot of my predictions videos, I was quite optimistic about the Jets, which is kind of weird being a Mariners fan. But look, they took a different approach, under new coach Robbie Stanton, playing a much more youthful squad. I think they've had like one of the youngest teams. They've been fielding some of the youngest starting 11s out of the whole competition this year. And Western Sydney Wanderers, on the other hand, I mean, they'll be disappointed at the fact that they lost last time around against Macarthur. They'll be keen to get back to winning ways. We know that Macarthur has been in the news a lot lately in regards to his press conferences, and I'm sure he'll really, get his side up for this one. This is a game they should be winning against a side who they are better than. Western Sydney Wanderers, you just look at the team on paper, and it's just a much stronger squad, it has to be said, compared to Newcastle Jets. Sonny Kittle has arrived from Europe. Will he make his debut for Western Sydney Wanderers? It's an exciting signing. They've got a fantastic squad. Wanderers a very deep squad and should get the win here. I've gone 1-0. I think it'll be another one of these matches where Wanderers are strong at the back. Marcelo leading the way there at the back. Lawrence Thomas back in goals for Western Sydney. But I tell you what, it should be a fantastic weekend of football. Feel free to drop your predictions in the comment section down below. My name's Lockie Diz, Coastwood Football. Enjoy the weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.